Touching lives, making a difference. Show the world that you care. Helping out one another, we can all make a change. Reach out, touch somebody, put a smile on their face. Helping out one another, we can all make a change. Touching lives, making a difference. Touching lives, making a difference.
Thank you. Welcome everyone to another episode of Zane's Touching Lives. Ghana thrives on diversity, and in today's show, we see two very different stories. Take a look at this.
To whom much is given, much is expected. But when the hopes of many are placed on the shoulders of one, sometimes the burden may become too much. Let's talk to Agatha, whose keen sense of observation picked up the signals of shoulders that needed to be unburdened. Hello, Agatha.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm fine.
Can you tell me a bit more about yourself and what you're studying here?
My name is Mrs. Agatha Adwa. I'm a student of KNUST, Kumasi.
Can you tell me a bit more about your friend Gabriel? Or your son? He prefers to think of you as his mom.
We all came together as first years business administration students. I spotted him among the crowd. I observed that he's always paying attentive to class. I got closer to him because I was worried. That was where he told me his problems. He has no money. He's from a poor background.
So he's been able to pay his school fees?
He has not been able to pay for, I think he's owing a lot. Last semester, before we vacated, we were writing when they called him outside, and he spent about 30 minutes before coming back, because they will not allow you to write if you haven't paid. I was even thinking it will affect his performance, but he was able to get A throughout.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Why do you think that Gabriel's life deserved to be touched?
Where he's coming from is a remote area. Some of those that he was with, they left school because they feel that it's a village, life is hard. But he didn't look back. If he becomes who he wants to be in future, the children in the village, he will be their role model.
A brilliant student who gets up with more determination after each knockdown, Gabriel is going to let us into the secret of his unwavering strength. Gabriel, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Tell me about school.
Okay, university life is really nice. It's unlike the senior high, where you have to be directed by seniors and tutors. Here, it's not like that. You have your free will. So,
Paint me a picture, typical of Atewu.
living there, if you are not careful, you grow up with nothing.
How?
So what you would think about is to complete junior high early and go and marry.
Really?
And get some place to farm. Meanwhile, there are a lot of that without even thinking about whether you can take a step further in terms of education.
Tell me about your family back in the village.
Together with my parents, we are 3 sisters and 2 brothers. And we depend on maybe the little farming that we make. After taking what we eat, the rest then we will sell. So that little money is what we will depend on.
So here, how do you manage to pay your fees?
Right now, I'm owing a huge sum of money. Yeah. About 35.
You owe 3,500 Ghana cedis. Wow, how come?
It's because my parents are not able.
So how come you haven't paid and you've been able to move on from one year to another and you're in the 3rd year?
When you are going to register and you don't have the required amount, they will ask you to write an undertaking for the dean to sign. Sometimes you have to bring in some elderly people to come and talk to them, like people from my village and my hometown.
People from your village and your hometown came. How did you get the elders in the village involved in this?
They know that I'm a good boy and those things, and they also want at least somebody to come from the village who can help them. So if by God's grace I'm able to complete the school successfully, they know that I can do something for the village.
We traveled to the village of Atebu near Suhum in the eastern region, where Gabriel's parents live. Mr. and Mrs. Tekpe tell us about their studious son.
Atebu abrabo muti say. Atebu abrabo de boko boni bi eni ha. Na sisi abrabo no ni moye den kakra. Moye den kakra amayen. Say mo fra no e bi ko school ni ade. Say tua fees ni ade no. Yentimi ntua.
Na Gabriel, otoso say.
Gabriel na oye last born.
Ejuma ben na moye.
Ye kuya ni ye.
Moye den e survive.
Ya yiri ye hu se na ebenye bia no ye de boa mofra no na omukọ kan
na ma wo beka ne nkwara abrem kakra a che na so
asa no fini mofra se na hu se betumi aya ade pa nti de na sinyina o no ya ade pa
na system with say
no sisi na system eye but me fan say school asem na oko school yetumi ntua fees no nti sisi kura ate say omo ba be so say ebedu be say 23rd of this month na yetumi ntua fees no dia and the next so be fee
adwin ben na mo fa
sisi no emu yedin na ye pelu wo bank nso sanka abofra no so oyade nti say opamulu be fee ebe ha yan kakra.
Nkrumah University of Science and Technology has produced many academics. Gabriel is currently in the process of becoming yet another success story. Why do you think that your life should be touched? There's so many other people in your situation.
Looking at the whole idea about touching lives, it would be like some electricity power connected into me. And everyone who will be connected to me will get that power. So when I'm touched, I'm also going to touch the life of other people through also financing those who are less privileged.
Thank you. I want to be connected to this electricity of yours. Great things have little beginnings. With the support of the village, Gabriel Tekpe has risen, and now his dreams of reaching academic success are within reach, making him the role model the community has been searching for. The village invested in him, and now he in turn will invest in the village that is so precious to him.
What a promising young man Gabriel is. And guess what? Gabriel and his parents have joined me here. Akwaba. Gabriel, the Zane's Touching Lives team wants to help you. We're thinking about helping your family also because you kept saying you wish your family could be in better condition.
Oh, thank you.
So the Zane's Touching Lives team has decided, if you could just look to this side, to give a few items to your family. You already been here. You're free a year, but what for so you're called a year village. Me and Jay in share we see a surprise can create me so one person with the children. Gabriel, to see the Mukomukuma, yet the air your you also come up Nah, and which you know, so Gabriel. The Zane Touching Lives team is covering all the debts you owe in school, and we are paying for an extra year of your study at the university. It's covered for. And aside from this also, Zane is offering you an internship with them, so you don't have to worry about where to go for your internship anymore. Right after, you're going straight to Zane to do your internship. Are you happy?
I'm very happy.
Lives have been touched, and we are still touching lives here on Zane's Touching Lives. There's more coming up right after this commercial break.
Touching lives.
Zane recognizes you with our rewards loyalty program. You earn points every time you make calls, use the internet, and send an SMS with your Zane line. Points you can redeem for great things, from airtime, weekend dinner, right up to big items like a BlackBerry, microwave oven, flat screen TV, home theater systems, and much more. The more you use Zane, the more you gain. So go ahead. Get rewards by texting 026 to short code 115. Terms and conditions apply. Zane, a wonderful world.